In this video, we're going to take a look at squares and square roots. And both have a relationship with each other, so they both work together. Let's have a look at squares over here. So any whole number multiplied by itself produces a square number. So I've got some examples here. On the left-hand side, we have the index notation form. And the number 2 means that that number is squared and multiplied by itself. Okay? So 1 squared equals 1 times 1, which equals 1. Okay? 2 squared means 2 times 2, and 2 times 2 is 4. 3 squared means 3 times 3, and 3 times 3 equals 9. 4 squared equals 4 times 4, and 4 times 4 is 16. So basically, this is the index notation form. This is the expanded form explaining what that actually means. And this is solving it. So 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, and 4 squared is 16. And you can keep going. Square roots, on the other hand, is finding the square root of a number is opposite of squaring a number. Okay, so it's complete opposite. And this symbol here, which you can find on your calculator, is the symbol for square root. Okay? So for example, if we look back here at the index notation form, and we know 4 squared is 16, so the square root of 16 is actually 4. So what the square root's trying to get you to find is the number that multiplies by itself to get that answer. So let's look at this one here. To find the square root of 4, what 2 numbers multiply by themselves to get 4? Well, 2 is the answer because 2 times 2 is 4. What's the square root of 9? So you're trying to figure out what number multiplies by itself to give the answer of 9. Well, 3 is the answer because 3 times 3 equals 9. So basically 3 squared equals 9. So that number there is the answer to the square root of 9. Okay, so now that we've looked at squares and square roots, we need to look at how we use the calculator for this. Alright, so let's focus on square numbers. This button, okay, on your calculator is for squaring numbers. So if we want to square the number 4 and find out the answer, you punch this into your calculator. 4, the square button, equals, and will give you an answer of 16. So you can try that if you wish. To find the square root, this is the button that you must locate on your calculator. It stands for square root. So to find the square root of 100, you punch in this. You hit the square root button, the number 100, so 1, 0, 0, and equals. And you're going to find the answer is 10, because 10 times 10 equals 100. This will work for all numbers. Some answers you will get decimals for, okay? And that's okay when required, but most of the questions that you'll be asked to do will be for whole numbers and whole answers. So definitely these 2 buttons on your calculator are very important to know.